came and laughing, rain upon your coat. I was a lonely room, you were the open road. One touch and suddenly the walls gave way. We turned ordinary nights into holiday. He knew the corners I had never shown. I knew the silence hiding underneath your tone. We burned so bright, we never feared the flame. Two reckless hearts with nothing left to save. And for a while the world was kind. We had forever on our side. We were fire after fire, higher than the wires of the city lights. Every kiss became a promise. Every morning felt like we had won the night. Then the cracks began to shimmer through the picture we had painted in our minds. I still love the way we happened, even though you couldn't stay this time. You started sleeping with your back to me. A quiet little country where I couldn't be. We learned the language of a closing door. Less I love you, more what are we fighting for? I held your hand like I could hold the years. You held your breath like you were hiding tears. We weren't cruel, we simply came undone. Sometimes two hearts lose track of what they've won. And every truth we left unsaid grew heavy underneath the bed. We were fire after fire, higher than the wires of the city lights. Every kiss became a promise. Every morning felt like we had won the night. Then the cracks became the ending, and the ending wasn't anyone's design. I still love the way we happened, even though you couldn't stay this time. I saw your suitcase by the doorway and knew before you spoke. Funny how a heart can recognize the shape of its final hope. You said, maybe we were perfect for the people we once were. I wanted something wiser to say, but all I had was I remember. I remember the kitchen at 2, your bare feet, my old shirt on you, the cheap champagne, the reckless plans, the whole wide future in our hands. We were fire after fire, burning like we thought we'd never turn to ash. Every kiss became a promise. Every promise made the future happen fast. Now the room is cold and quiet, and your photograph is a paper sleeve. Said don't ask questions, just believe in me. I wore your jacket, left my keys behind. We were 20 minutes from a different life. The station clock was running slow. Your fingers trembled when you held me close. You said by morning we'll be somewhere new. I said wherever it is, I'll go with you. But then the telephone rang, and something changed inside your eyes. You turned away from me, like you had already said goodbye. I watched the last train home carry half of what we dreamed away. You stood beneath the station light with all the words you couldn't say. I could have called your name, I could have made you turn around, but pride can make silence louder than a crying crowd. So I took the last train home, with your goodbye still burning in my head. And every mile between us was a life we never planned. The morning came without a change of clothes, without your shoulder where I used to rest my own. I kept the ticket from that foolish night, folded in a book I never read again. Years have a way of making strangers friends, or turning lovers into what-ifs in the end. I heard you married somewhere near the coast. I wondered if she knew the man I almost chose. Maybe you were frightened, maybe I was proud, maybe we were young enough to mistake fear for a way out. I watched the last train home carry half of what we dreamed away. We stood beneath the station light with all the words you couldn't say. I could have called your name, I could have made you turn around, but pride can make a silence louder than a crying crowd. And I took the last train home while your shadow disappeared from view. Some loves don't end with anger, they just run out of courage to come true. Sometimes when the rain hits the window, I can hear that station clock. I see your hand inside my head and wonder if we should have talked. If I had crossed that final line, if you had asked me one more time. But we have grown old laughing at the night we almost left our lives. But I don't hate the road we took or the woman I became. Some doors are meant to close before we learn to curse the frame. I watched the last train home carry half of what we dreamed away. You stood beneath the station light, and I still remember your face. I could have called your name, but maybe love was not enough. Maybe two hearts can burn forever and still be afraid to call it love. So I took the last disappear. It lives between the pages of every quiet year. And if I ever see you, I won't ask what might have been. I'll simply smile and thank you for the life we almost began. 2 tickets in a paper sleeve, one journey we never took, and a love that never learned how to say goodbye. I saw you in a crowded room after all these years apart. You had a little silver in your hair, I had a little more inside my heart. You smiled the way you used to smile, and suddenly the years fell through. For one impossible second, I was 23 with you. We talked about the weather, we talked about the town, but every word beneath our words was what we couldn't say out loud. You were still the one my heart remembered how to find, still the missing line in every story I had written with my life. But I had built a home, and you had someone waiting too. So we stood there loving what we could never do. Somewhere in another life, I know I would have chosen you. You asked me if I'm happy now. I laughed and said most of the time. You looked away before I answered, like you already knew the lie. I asked you if you ever wondered what became of me and you. You said there are some roads you don't take just to see where they lead you. And there it was between us, the beautiful mistake, a door we both could open, but 2 worlds we couldn't break. You were still the one my heart remembered how to find, still the missing line in every story I had written with my life. But I had built a home, and you had someone waiting too. So we stood there loving what we could never do. Somewhere in another life, I know I would have chosen you. We walked beneath the parking lights, 2 strangers trying to say goodbye. You reached for me, then stopped yourself, and I saw forever in your eyes. No kiss, no promise, no affair, just 2 old hearts admitting truth. Sometimes the deepest kind of love is knowing what love asks of you. If I had met you yesterday, before the years that made us who we are, maybe I would have followed you, maybe you version of me, calling softly through the years. You are still the one my heart remembered how to find. Still the sweetest day that time could never teach my heart to leave behind. But I have built a home, and you have someone loving you. So we walked away together without pretending we were through. Somewhere in another life, maybe I still wait beside you. Somewhere in another life, maybe you still say my name like you used to. But here in this one, I'll keep the life we chose. And somewhere underneath it all, I'll keep the love nobody knows. You are still the one, and maybe that's what makes it hard. Some loves don't need a future to remain forever in the heart. I won't call it a tragedy, I won't call it something wrong. You were part of who I became, and that's enough to carry on. The life we kept, the love we couldn't, and the years that still remember us. We had a little apartment with a window that wouldn't close, 2 old chairs in the kitchen, and a radio with a broken tone. You made coffee in the morning, I burned the toast again. We didn't have much money, but we had somewhere to begin. There were nights we counted pennies, there were days we lost our way. But you never asked for perfect, you just asked me to stay. When we were enough, when the world was asking for more, you held me like a promise I had almost forgotten how to trust before. When we were enough, with nothing shining in our hands, we had 2 hearts still beating, and somehow that was everything we planned. I remember our first winter, when the heating barely worked. You wrapped your blanket round my shoulders while you shivered in your shirt. We thought about the future like we knew what it would bring. Then you kissed me in the hallway and made peace with everything. We were young enough for dreaming, old enough to know love isn't always lightning. Sometimes it's refusing to let go. And we were enough when the world was asking for more. You held me through the silence when I couldn't tell what I was fighting for. We were enough before the years made us afraid. We had 2 hearts still beating, and every sacrifice we made. like forgiveness had a language that our mouths had never learned. Maybe love is not the roses, maybe love is not the rain. Maybe love is finding someone who will know your worst and stay the same. Maybe happiness is smaller than the dreams we used to chase. It's your hand across the table, it's the lines around your face. And after all these years, when I look at you tonight, I don't see what we were missing, I see everything we got right. When we were in love, when the world was asking for more, you held me through the seasons till I couldn't remember what I feared before. When we were in love, with every scar we couldn't hide, we had two hearts still beating, and we kept choosing the same side. Now we are in love, not because the road was kind, not because we never broke, but because we put the pieces back in time. Now we are in love, and if tomorrow takes its turn, I'll take your hand like I did then, and love you with everything I've learned. We never had it all, we only had each other, and somehow we had enough. You found me where the summer turned the pavement into gold. You were 22 and fearless, I was scared of growing old. We spent every Friday evening with the windows open wide. You'd drive nowhere just to hear me say I'd never leave your side. And I believed it, every word you said. We had forever running through our heads. If I had held you a little harder that night, would you have stayed instead of chasing your life? If I had told you I was terrified to lose the only man who ever made my wild heart feel brand new, but I said go if you need to, like a fool trying to be strong. If I had held you, maybe you would still be mine tonight. You called me from the airport with the engines underneath, said the city would be waiting, said you'd come back in a week. I could hear it in your breathing, you were already halfway gone. So I kissed the phone and whispered, baby, prove me wrong. Summer faded, autumn took its place. I kept your letter letters, but I lost your face. If I had held you a little harder that night, would you have stayed instead of chasing your life? If I had told you I was terrified to lose the only man who ever made my wild heart feel brand new, but I said go if you need to, like a fool trying to be strong. If I had held you, maybe you would still be mine tonight. You came home the following summer, but we weren't the same somehow. You had stories from the city I had learned to live without. We sat beneath the old oak where you first asked me to stay. You said I never stopped loving you. I looked down and turned away, because loving you was easy. It was losing you that hurt, and I couldn't ask your future to become my past just because I wanted you beside me. I wanted you to choose, but love isn't love if you have to beg someone to lose. So I gave you back your freedom with a smile I couldn't fake, and you gave me one last summer that I still can't give away. If I had held you a little harder that night, would you have stayed, or would we have learned to say goodbye? If I had told you how badly I needed you, with two young hearts of beating hard enough to make it through, I said go if you need to, and I watched you disappear. If I had held you, maybe I'd still have you here. But if I had held you, maybe we'd have learned the truth, that sometimes loving someone means releasing what you lose. And if you ever hear this song somewhere beyond my ears, no, I never blamed you, darling. I only wished you'd stayed near. You were my summer, my almost forever, and I still remember the night I let you go. You used to leave the hallway light whenever I came home too late. You'd wait beside the door, like loving me could never wait. Then little things began to change. Your coffee cooled beside the bed. You stopped asking how my day had been and started sleeping facing left. Nothing broke like thunder, nothing fell apart. We simply lost the habit of reaching for each other's hearts. I can see the shape of goodbye long before the final word. It's in the spaces between our sentences and all the things we never heard. I can feel the shape of goodbye moving slowly through this room, and I would rather lose you honestly than spend forever losing you. We still went out on Fridays, still smiled when somebody looked, still played the songs we used to love, but something underneath was gone. You kissed me like a photograph, a memory you had learned by heart. I held you like a woman who already knew we'd come apart. I tried to make us strangers to the things we couldn't say, but love can hear a silence from 100 miles away. I can see the shape of goodbye long before the final word. It's in the spaces between our sentences and all the things we never heard. I can feel the shape of goodbye moving slowly through this room, and I would rather lose you honestly than spend forever losing you. One night you said we're tired, and I knew you meant much more. I looked at all our photographs and wondered who they were for. You said, I don't know when it happened. I said, neither do I. Then we sat there holding hands, too proud and hurt to lie. There wasn't someone waiting, there wasn't someone else. No villain in the story, no one to blame but time itself. We loved each other deeply, but deep can still run dry. And sometimes staying faithful means finally saying goodbye. So take the books you left here, take the blue shirt from the chair, take every little piece of us that still belongs somewhere. Where I'll keep the quiet lessons, I'll keep the woman I became, and I will never call our love a beautiful mistake. I can see the shape of goodbye, and tonight I finally know some endings don't destroy a love, they only teach it when to go. I can feel the shape of goodbye, but I won't ask you to remain. I'd rather miss the man you used to be than beg you to become him again. This is the shape of goodbye, then let it be gentle tonight. No angry words, no final war, just two hearts turning out the light. And if you ever think of me, don't remember how we felt, remember how we loved each other before we to become him or tell. I can see the shape of goodbye, I can finally let it go. Some loves don't end in hatred, they simply stop feeling like home. the city wait. We don't need another minute on the clock tonight. Your hand is resting gently over mine, and suddenly the whole world feels too far outside. You laugh and tell me I'm dreaming again. I say maybe, but I'm dreaming with you. There are 1,000 places we could go, but there's nowhere I'd rather be than here with you. I've known the sound of crowded rooms, I watch the world rush by, but every time you look at me, the noise just disappears tonight. Where your heart begins, that's where I wanna be. Past every fear we've ever had, past every dream we dared to dream. Where your heart begins, I feel the world give away, and every little part of me falls deeper every day. If love is a road without an end, then take my hand and let it begin again. Remember when we had nothing but time, and every kiss could make us lose our minds. We'd stay awake until the morning came and swear that we'd never become ordinary. Years have passed beneath our feet, but you still make my pulse forget its rhythm. You know every scar beneath my skin, and somehow you still look at me like I'm a miracle. Maybe forever isn't promised, maybe nothing stays the same, but if tomorrow changes everything, I'll still choose you today. Where your heart begins, that's where I wanna be. Past every fear we've ever had, past every dream we dared to dream. Where your heart begins, I feel the world give away, and every little part of me falls deeper every day. If love is a road without an end, then take my hand and let it begin again. Sometimes I watch you sleeping and wonder how I got this lucky. After all the roads I could have taken, they somehow led your heart to me. I don't need a perfect story, I don't need a life without mistakes. Give me every difficult tomorrow, if you're beside me when I wake. And if the years should change our faces, if the mirror tells another truth, I'll find the girl who fell in love every time I look at you. I won't promise we won't stumble, I won't promise we won't bend. I'll only promise that my heart will find your heart again, again, and again, and again. I'll say your name and let our love begin again. Where your heart begins, that's where I begin. That's where I wanna be. Your letter came on Tuesday with a coffee stain across the page. You wrote about the highway and the hotel on the edge of town. You said you missed the little things, the way I hum while making tea. I smiled beside the window like you were standing there with me. We have miles between our hands, but not between our hearts. Every word you send to me knows exactly where to start. These are the letters between us, bridging every road you have to take. Every line becomes your heartbeat. Every page keeps something beautiful awake. These are the letters between us, proof that distance doesn't know our name. You can cross 100 cities and still come home to me the same. We talk beneath the telephone when midnight settles on the street. You tell me about tomorrow, I tell you what you missed this week. I save the little silences between the things we say, because sometimes hearing you breathe is all I need to make it through the day. We don't count the empty chairs, we count the days until your key turns slowly in the door and the whole house starts to feel. These are the letters between us, bridging every road you have to take. Every line becomes your heartbeat. Every page keeps something beautiful awake. These are the letters between us, proof that distance doesn't know our name. You can cross 100 cities and still come home to me the same. I remember one September, you arrived without a call. I opened up the front door and forgot how to breathe at all. You dropped your bag beside you, pulled me closer in the hall. We laughed like we'd been waiting for that moment through it all. And every mile we traveled, every night we spent alone, was only making sweeter the moment you came home. Years from now I'll find these pages yellowed softly at the edge. I'll read your crooked handwriting and remember every promise that we kept. Maybe life will move much faster, maybe roads will change their names, but I'll still know you by the way your love arrives before you do. So write me when you're lonely, call me when the night gets long. I'll leave a light beside the window and keep believing in our song. These are the letters between us, bridging every road you have to take. Every line becomes your heartbeat, every page keeps something beautiful awake. These are the letters between us, and I know you'll find your way. No distance can erase a love that chooses us again each day. These are the letters between us, not goodbye, but I'll be home. Every word becomes a promise that neither one of us is alone. And when your hand is finally in mine, I'll have nothing left to prove. All those miles were only miles. Love was always moving too. Write me when the night gets long. I'll leave the light on, and when you come home, I'll read it in your eyes. You never promised forever. You never said you'd never leave. You simply held me through the hard nights and gave me reasons to believe. I had been running from tomorrow. You made tomorrow feel less cold. With every quiet act of kindness, you taught my restless heart to hold. No diamonds, no grand declarations, just your hand reaching for mine. It was the way you stayed when I was difficult to love, the way you saw my broken places, never turned away from us. It was the way you stayed when all my faith was running thin. You didn't save me from the darkness, you simply stood there till I found the light again. We had our share of angry mornings, nights when neither one could speak, but you would leave the hallway open, as if you'd never given up on turned away from us. Now I know love isn't perfect. It isn't always fire or rain. Sometimes it's someone in the doorway saying I'm still here again. It was the way you stayed that made me finally understand. Love isn't finding someone flawless, it's finding someone who still holds your hand. It was the way you stayed, and I will never forget. Of all the things you gave my heart, your stay was the greatest yet. You stayed, and somehow I learned to stay too. I saw you standing by the doorway, older now but still the same. One look brought back 1,000 moments, and every word we never said. We spent too many years pretending that forgetting meant we're free. Before we lose the years, before another season disappears, don't let pride decide our future. When your heart is standing here, before we lose the years, before another goodbye becomes alive, if there's still a place for me, then let me stay tonight. You told me you had missed me. I said I'd missed you too. Funny how the truth gets easier let me stay tonight. No promises of forever, no pretending we won't change. Just your hand inside my hand, and one more chance to choose our way before we lose the years, before the moment turns to memory. Let me love you while I have you. Let you love what's left of me. Before we lose the years, I don't want another almost love. If you still believe in us, then that's enough. No more running, no more waiting, not this time. You believed in me when I had nothing but a borrowed dream. You saw tomorrow when I could barely face today. We lived on little, but you made the little feel like gold. You held my hand and told me I was worth the road. Every door that wouldn't open only made me try again. All I ever wanted was to see you smile and say my name. All the roads I traveled never changed the reason that I came. I could have the whole world, I could have 1,000 things, but if I don't have you beside me, none of it means anything. Now the lights are brighter, and strangers know the things I do, but every celebration still feels empty without you. I remember the woman who believed before the crowd, and after everything I've conquered, you're the one I'm looking for now. All I ever wanted was to see you smile and say my name. the future change its view. If I get one thing to keep forever, I'll keep coming home to you. All I ever wanted was a life where I could wait beside you. Every dream I chased was just another road that led me through. I could have the whole world and still be searching for the truth. After all I've ever wanted, I finally know I only wanted you. You believed in me before I believed in myself. The phone rang in the morning while the dress was waiting by the door. I knew your number before I saw it on the screen. You said my name so softly, like no years had passed between. And suddenly the woman I had been was 22 again. You asked me if I still remembered. I didn't have to answer that. It was the call I didn't take, the hardest choice I ever made. Your voice could open every door to everything we were before. It was the call I didn't take, not because I didn't care, but some loves belong behind us, even when they're still alive somewhere. You said you thought about me every winter, every spring. I watched the clock beside me and heard the future quietly begin. My head was on the receiver. My heart was somewhere far away. Then I saw the ring upon my finger and knew what I had to say. It was the call I didn't take, the hardest choice I is the kindest thing you could. The phone stopped ringing, the door opened, and I walked toward my life. You drove me down the old street where we met so long ago. The little cafe still had the same blue sign above the door. You laughed and said, "Remember?" I said, "How could I forget?" One coffee, one conversation, and somehow here we are yet. So many roads behind us, so many lives we've known, and you're still the first place my heart runs to when I'm afraid. Still the hand I reach for when the world gets too loud to take. We've changed with every season, but one thing stayed the same. After all these years, my heart still answers to your name. We've had our share of hard days. We've watched our dreams rearrange, but every time life moved the ground, you were the one thing that remained. I don't need the old days to make today feel new. You're still the first place The cafe may disappear, the street may change, but you'll always be the first place my heart came home. Hallway light on, like I always said I would. Your suitcase had been gone so long, I wondered if the promise could. I counted down the Sundays, I memorized your final flight. Then the headlights crossed the window, and my heart forgot the night. I heard your key turn slowly, and suddenly I knew, when you walked through my door, I don't need the waiting anymore. All the lonely nights fall away when I see your eyes. When you walk through my door, I remember what I'm waiting for. Not a photograph, not a voice, just you coming home to me. You dropped your coat beside you, and I laughed against your chest. You said, I'm sorry for the distance. I said, you don't have to say the rest. Some things don't need explaining. When your arms are holding mine, when you walk through my door, I don't need the waiting anymore. All the lonely nights fall away when I see your eyes. When you walk through my door, I remember what I'm waiting for. Not a photograph, not a voice, just you coming home to me. Let the years keep changing, let the world keep moving on. I'll keep one light burning for the place where you belong. When you walk through my door, I don't count the miles anymore. Every road you traveled led you safely back to mine. When you walk through my door, I know what for through my door. Come home to me. That's all I ever needed. You know how I take my coffee. You know when I need some quiet. You leave the porch light on when you know I'll be home late. You never make a promise just to hear yourself say it. You simply do the little things that make my heart believe. Maybe love isn't thunder. Maybe love is something small. It's the little things you do that make me fall in love with you. The way you reach for my hand without even thinking to. It's the little things you do that make forever feel brand new. No diamonds could ever shine the way those little things do. You fixed a broken window before I even see the rain. You know when I've had a hard day and never ask me to explain. You leave the last piece of chocolate and pretend you didn't want it. I know your little tricks by now, and I love you more for them. It's the little things you do that make me fall in love with you. The way you reach for my hand without even thinking to. It's the little things you do that make forever feel brand new. No diamonds could ever shine the way those little things do. Years may change our faces and the world may change its view, but I'll never stop remembering the thousand ways you love me without words. It's the little things you do that make me fall in love with you. Not the promises we made, but the promises you prove. It's the little things you do that make every day worth living through. If I had to choose one life, I'd choose these little things with you. The little things, the quiet things, the things